So I'm joined today by Felix Standen. You're a drummer. I think possibly you're the busiest drummer in Newcastle at the moment.
I'd be quite surprised if I was.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm aware of you playing in at least 4 bands, but I think you're playing in more, apart from the fact that in uni you're probably also playing like in assessment bands as well.
Yeah.
Who are you playing with?
Outside of uni.
At first outside of uni, yeah. Well, let's stick with the outside of uni ones, yeah.
Okay. Well, there's Dish Texas.
Mm-hmm.
There is Sage Over Syringe.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm depping for a mate's band, Central Arcade.
Uh-huh.
I think that's about it at the moment.
So Ardent is on hiatus?
Ardent is on a slight hiatus.
Right, okay.
I would like for that to come back.
Yeah, we can come on to that because that's an interesting band.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a really obvious question first.
Yeah.
How did you start drumming and when?
It was a bit of an accident.
Okay.
Really. I was 16, I think it was during lockdown, one of the lockdown periods, maybe 2020 or 2021, December, and I was at my dad's place, and there's this old electronic drum kit we had lying around. The pads light up when you hit it. It was more of a toy, really.
Can you remember the make?
I think it was Ion.
Okay, Ion, that's like really cheap electronics, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Curry's own brand or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And decided to bust it out of boredom. Got it set up and started whacking it. And then my dad's fiance's daughter, Matty, she was playing this groove on it because she could kind of play the drums.
Mm-hmm.
It was this linear, like, boom, ticka, boom, ticka, boom, ticka. I remember that very vividly, and
she's playing that.
She could play it.
It's not like any kind of programming or anything.
No, she was playing that.
Not auto-quantized.
No, it was quite impressive. And
yeah, cool.
I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, I can absolutely do that. There's no way I can't do that. And so she walks in later, seeing me do that, and she's like, oh, that's pretty
So hang on, you're saying that you memorized and then replicated the exact same beat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, cool. Like Mozart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, just like Mozart.
Yeah.
And then, as the story goes, by the end of the day, I was playing a Paint It Black with my dad.
By the end
on
of the
guitar.
day?
Yeah.
Right, wow, okay. I'm just trying to mentally remember what the drumming's like on that. I obviously know the guitar part really
It's
well.
quite tribal, like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
And then during the chorus.
Yeah, so that's a bit more straightforward then.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
But it's just the four-way coordination kind of just happened.
Can I just go quickly back onto that Ion kit, because I'm curious to know what sort of sounds it would have had in it. It was just one sound, or was it like...
No, I think it had 8 different sounds.
Right.
There was like your classic drum kits. There was your electronic 808 kind of mimic thing. And then there was one that really stood out to me, which was like just trying to copy like an Indian tabla.
Okay.
And I really liked just the sounds you could get on that.
Yeah.
These had a weird overtones to it. And yeah, that kind of just stuck out to me.
Have you still got this thing? Or access to it?
It might be in storage
somewhere. But it's accessible if you want it, for that legendary moment that you reconnect with it. Have you recorded with it or anything?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I upgraded in January for my birthday, and then a month later for my birthday I got a slightly better one.
I've got to say, it's kind of a surprising story to me, because obviously I've seen you drumming loads, really like how you play and the way you adapt to different things, which we can talk about in a second, but I'm kind of surprised that it's only, like 4 or 5 years you've been playing?
Yeah.
Which is, I kind of had this idea that you were one of those, like John Bonham at the age of 5 on the biscuit tins,
I was always jealous of those
like
kids who were like just doing that at such a young age.
So were drums something in your kind of musical psyche from early on, or was it just literally that moment?
I think there was some kind of thing about it lingering. in the back of my mind. I always thought the drummers were cool. At my secondary school, there was a drummer, Lowell. He was just awesome.
Right. So you had that kind of in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, can you remember the first time that you sort of got excited about music, that you sort of felt, if not yet actually thinking you wanted to be a musician, but like, you know, something's drawing you towards it, like a glowing fire or something?
I remember I was on a car ride with my dad, maybe back from our grandma's. It was just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
And he played 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins, followed by Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like I had never heard music before up until that point.
Right. Hang on, what age are we talking about here?
Maybe 16.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably about 16.
Wow. So even that's quite late.
Yeah, no, the
relatively.
whole music thing for me just happened
Yeah.
late. Just listening as well, like listening habits.
Wow.
Before that, I didn't listen to like shit. Just like whatever was out.
All right. Well, that is pretty amazing to me, because one thing I know about you, having been in a classroom with you, is you've got pretty good knowledge. So you've only been accumulated. What are you now? 19?
20.
20. Okay.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You like, what did you do? What did you do at that moment? Did you go and? So we're talking roughly. If you're 16, we're talking like. Well, my maths now. We're just talking 2022, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
So-
It gets jumbled up that era.
So you've got a smartphone, presumably.
Yeah.
So what do you go to Spotify? What happens?
Yeah, I just listen to them quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this habit, when I find a sound in a song that I like, I listen to that song a lot.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Like certain sounds or textures or timbres, or they grab me.
And what, you just repeat it over and over and over, kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
And you've sort of gone into that room and you're like basically examining that object and really starting to get.
Kind of, it's
Yeah.
just, there's something like these little snippets from songs which just really stick to me.
Wow. I wouldn't mind carrying on a bit more about sort of the history side of it. I mean, what happens then in your life story?
I get
I mean, do you, actually, sorry,
addicted.
that whole Seattle thing.
Yeah.
Did you stay there? Is that still an important sort of sound world for you? Or?
I was there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my whole segue into music and drumming and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. The whole
What's
grunge
like
thing.
the most important or the strongest stuff for you now from that world, having sort of listened to it loads? And
Probably Dave Grohl.
okay, interesting.
Yeah, that guy could write hooks for
Man.
days.
So are you a big Foo Fighters fan?
No,
You're not?
no,
Oh, all right, okay.
no.
So you're talking Dave Grohl as a drummer?
Yeah.
Okay. And as a guest appearance on a Melvins EP, for instance. Did you ever see those Kiss Melvins LPs,
No.
EPs? I think one of them is just Dave Grohl playing all the instruments.
Oh wow.
So Dave Grohl, the drummer, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, my dad would play. There's some albums that were just on repeat during
Mhm.
my childhood. American Idiot was one by Green Day.
Mhm.
So Trey Cool on that. Just Rolling Stones, everything. 'Cause
Okay.
he's a massive Stones head.
Yeah.
So Charlie Watts.
Right up to like 21st century stuff? I mean, like,
No,
No, okay.
like Exile on Main Street.
yeah,
That was
Okay.
the album.
that's a healthy listening diet.
Yeah. My mum really liked the Killers,
Okay.
and there was the album Sam's Town,
Mm-hmm.
which just whenever you got in the car, it would be the CD that was there, and you
Yeah.
just listen to it.
Yeah. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
they're both like fans of music. I mean,
Yeah.
They listen to music.
Yeah.
It's an obvious thing on the Dave Grohl thing, but in terms of the Nirvana albums, what's their most important record for you?
In Utero is just
Is it? Yeah.
it's just so like raw,
Mm-hmm.
visceral.
Yeah.
Production helps a lot, but just a lot of the drumming as well. It's so powerful, and
Yeah.
it's bleeding onto the drums. Like, of course, Kurt's
Interesting.
performance on that is just nuts.
Yeah, I've been meaning to revisit that one. I haven't listened to it for a few
It's
years.
got such a great texture, like the sound of it.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because that's
It's very dry.
that's the only Albini album, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it a difference, I guess. What about first time playing and stuff? Were you playing bands or projects before you came up here, or?
I would play with my mate Harry quite a
Mhm.
bit.
Right.
Just drums and guitar.
Yeah.
He's a good guitarist, studying in Brighton now.
Studying what?
Music.
In what department?
BIM.
It is BIM.
Yeah.
What's it? Hello. What's his take on it? Is he quite pleased with it?
No, he's happy. He fits in with the community and everything.
All right, okay.
It's a good thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't need to.
What are
think
your
about
takes
that.
on BIM?
Well, they started around maybe about a year or two before I started this job, so they've been a presence the whole time. I really don't know an awful lot about it, to be honest.
I went to an open day,
Yeah.
a London one.
What was it like?
It's just all the music colleges felt a bit copy and paste to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I felt it's probably a bit more conservatory type thing.
Kind of, yeah.
You know. And I always got the impression that it was more kind of industry training type
That's
thing.
exactly what I thought, yeah.
But there's a place for that, and we've had people who stopped the course here and went on to something like that instead, and that's fine. But I think what I'm always really interested in is as much adventure as possible, and getting as much out of yourself as possible, which isn't necessarily already in the industry. So, so this thing with Harry isn't a project or anything. You just get together and
we just jam. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to fast forward to you arriving here because I think I got to see you play quite early on in your time. Probably last year rather than 24. I can't remember how the gigs pan out now.
And also just in the practice.
No, you played as 24, wasn't it? Dish Texas was November, wasn't it? You were in the first, the second one, I think.
The one with Able Noise.
Yeah, that's February. Was that Dish Texas was playing with them in February, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Dish Texas, how did that start?
That was a big moment, that gig.
Really, for you?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, first, it was my first gig with a band that I was actually in from the start.
Wow.
So that was like, my band or our band, something we created. I wrote the drum parts from the ground up. I knew the songs.
Right.
And being able to show people that is just an amazing moment.
Tell us, hang on, so Dish Texas is you on the drums, it's Alex Brownbridge on guitar.
Yes.
And the lead singer is?
Dom,
who is a
Nicolano.
philosophy student.
Yes.
And
I actually saw him go past a second ago.
Oh, just this minute. Well, you see, it's destined for greatness,
Yeah.
obviously. We should have brought him in, Jesus. Come in. And then there's that guy, Joe
Curry.
Yeah, Joe, I remember.
On bass.
On bass.
Yeah.
Very lively performer.
Oh, he's incredible.
He's very entertaining to watch, and he's a good musician. I mean, so you're in this band from its beginning. So how did it start? Because Alex is already here for a couple of years before starting the course, isn't he? Yeah.
But Alex and Dom met during Freshers Week.
Okay.
Just from going out, I guess. And they both had musical interests and wanted to start a project, get into a band early. Then Alex was in my group for the performance course.
Okay.
So he knew me, and then he roped me into it.
Right.
And I was very this band's called Dish Texas. It's kind of Midwest emo-y. I'd never listened to that kind of stuff before. Kind of crazy.
I mean, it is a place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up.
But
But you do it without the comma.
I mean, I think we used to do it with the comma, but
right.
It doesn't really work with digital formatting very well.
Right, yeah. It's a good name. I mean...
it stands out,
Yeah, no, definitely.
The phonetics of it, quite good.
Phonetics are good, and it is a place, but then it is two different things. It's a dish, and it's Texas.
Yeah.
And Texas is kind of like a dish.
Yeah.
Chat Pile. Do you know Chat Pile?
Heard of them.
That's another name that sounded like it was pretty random, but it actually means something specific to there. I won't go into that now.
What does it mean?
Sorry?
What does chat pile mean?
Well, yeah, I thought it had to do with a pile of people chatting, But actually it's because they live in a part of Oklahoma that has got a lot of abandoned toxic industry,
right?
Which involves these piles of toxic kind of lead deposits, I think. And the deposits of chat, whatever chat is, it's some byproduct of industrial process. Right. And so chat piles are these toxic heaps that have created ghost towns, where they exist, the people have left towns.
Oh, that's great.
So it does mean something. All right, so I saw you guys play at that Doxology. You were supporting Able Noise. We can come back to the whole night, but and one of my problems is I tend to get into too much detail, and if we're doing a 20-minute thing out of this,
oh yeah.
But I saw Dish Texas, and I thought I really enjoyed it. It had this kind of post-hardcorey, post sort of shoegazy thing about it, but
Yeah.
but other stuff in there as well. I mean, how do you see that band in terms of its style? And
I think it's cliche, but we all bring something different to the table.
it's not.
Like,
It's a good cliche. Yeah.
I mean, Joe, he's a guitarist
Yeah.
in his band Idle Hands. He's
Right.
the songwriter, frontman of that.
Okay.
And then we have him on bass, and I don't think he'd been in bass in a band before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he's like got these crazy. He's doing all this kind of stuff up the neck, and he plays with a pick,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's very McCartney kind of
Mm.
melodic stuff.
He leaps around a lot as well.
He does.
So, which I'm always impressed with. I can't do that.
Yeah, it gets lost in the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Alex has got this very kind of, I mean, it's too easy just to sort of say My Bloody Valentine. But
Kevin Shieldsy kind of
Yeah.
thing. But
yeah,
he's got that.
yeah,
But he can also play blues real good.
right. Yeah, I can imagine actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard him play anything like that, but and then you got Dom bringing a very kind of. I remember talking to him after the gig that he was doing a module on existentialism, and that
Yeah,
was
that sounds about right.
affecting his lyrics.
Yeah.
It's a great set. Actually, why don't we hear a bit? All right, so wow, that was your first actual proper gig in a band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
took a while.
Well, yeah, okay, but there you go. You landed it in exactly the right place, and
And,
it
like-
came off really well.
No better place to do it than
Yeah.
the Star and Shadow
Yeah,
as part of a Doxology. Genuinely,
yeah,
best environment to showcase just about anything.
yeah. I agree. Thank you. I mean, it's a great space to have gigs in that atmosphere where things don't matter, but they do. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it could
and,
go
like,
wrong. But
You can bring your own crowd, and there'll be
yeah.
people that go there anyway.
Mm.
who
Well,
just-
that particular
yeah.
night was really interesting because the headliners were Able Noise. Craig was performing his competition.
Yeah,
Trying to remember who the fourth act was.
Keith.
Oh yeah, Keith was playing. That was
Yeah.
that was their first show. So so you got really. That's the other thing I like about putting on those diverse lineups is you have people who are coming from different things and they're
Yeah.
seeing different things. So
Oh yeah, it gets crazy.
so it was a big night for you because it was the first gig. But I mean,
But also Able Noise at
Yeah.
the end of the night.
yeah, right.
That musical performance might have been one of the most like imprinting ones I've had in a while.
For me too. I've seen them a couple of times only.
It was such an intimate show as well.
Yeah, It was, right?
Not mic'd up. The kit wasn't mic'd, and
Mm-hmm.
all the way at the front of the stage, everyone crowded around. There wasn't many people either.
I guess there weren't, maybe 20.
Like everyone had left
Yeah.
by the
yeah.
time all the bands had played.
I don't think I quite
All their
realised
mates
that. Yeah.
went home,
Yeah, that's a shame. Well, they missed something really good.
and yeah, it's,
No,
I don't
I-
feel bad for them. Right?
When you say intimate, I mean, what do you think's doing that? Apart from the fact that it's not coming through the PA, what else did you feel created that level of intimacy? I mean, I have my own.
The
own
connection between the performers.
ideas. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Is it also? I kind of like the way that Alex addresses the audience in a really
Yeah.
kind of like almost fourth wall breaking sort of way. You know, because they're incredibly virtuosic
Oh yeah.
and they're doing this stuff, and then he just starts talking to you, and
Yeah.
you know.
I remember talking to Alex after,
Mm-hmm.
and I was at a time where I was trying to get very technical about drums and all that, and a lot about technique and
Yeah.
like, pointing out like, that's a 6-stroke roll, all that kind of stuff. And
Mm.
I was trying to talk to him after about how his left foot technique was just insane, and how he was doing all these polyrhythms with his left foot involved, and
Yeah.
he had no idea what I was talking about because
Really.
he
Wow.
doesn't think of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just stuff he does. It's just so ingrained within him to use his left foot in a way that's not typical. Like,
That's really interesting because I don't really understand drummers at all.
yeah,
Because you're, you know, like when you're learning music and you play piano, okay, so you do Bach, and once you get to like a 4-part fugue or something, yeah, you've got 4 things going on.
yeah,
But you guys have got 4 things all the time, at least, maybe more than 4, right? You got both feet and you got both hands.
yeah,
And when you start talking about polyrhythms to do with, what you're talking about is hi-hat then, right? He's a right-hand drummer, so...
yeah.
So I watch somebody like that, and it looks incredibly intuitive and organic, and
And it just sounds greater than the sum of its parts.
yeah.
It sounds like you have a whole percussion section going on if you can get fall-in
Mhm.
coordination sounding good.
Wow. Can you think of any other drummers that have got that kind of sort of internal chemistry that does that? I mean, I'm thinking sort of Brian Chippenham in Lightning Bolt, if you know his
Yeah.
playing much.
Maybe Zach Hill, maybe?
I was about to say
I don't know.
Zach
I haven't
Hill.
paid much attention to his left foot. His right foot's crazy.
Yeah, what, Zach's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, it's nuts.
In what projects? In Heller or?
All of them.
Yeah, right, okay. I sort of almost ignore the drums when it comes to
Death grips.
Death Grips.
There we go.
Memory. Only because there's so much more going on, I guess. Than,
Yeah.
You know, with Heller it is just drums and guitar. Well, all right, I'll put in a bit of the able noise there, I think.
Yeah.
I've always to make it
That was just nuts.
So in other words, we're talking about a journey here. That starts, that's your first gig, amazing, and then you get to see like one of the most exciting duos, Able Noise, who I'm giving breakfast to on Friday because
Really?
they're playing in Edinburgh and taking the Amsterdam-Newcastle ferry overnight. So maybe I should invite you to come and have vegetarian sausages.
But that was just like a breath of fresh air. Like, it was a sound that I was looking for that I didn't know I was looking for.
Oh wow! Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's the same
quite-
thing with Sonic Youth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Just that warm guitar sound
hmm
with dissonance, droning.
Actually, I wanted to talk about some of the other bands, but you play guitar as well.
I play guitar.
Hey, I've
Yeah.
seen you play guitar online. So you're learning,
Kind of. I don't know where I'm going with that.
right?
I mean, I prefer acoustic kind of stuff, finger picking, Elliott Smithy, Nick Drake stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be cool to do a singer-songwriter set sometime.
Yeah. Was it Elliott Smith or Nick Drake that you had some posts on Instagram the other day?
It was actually both of them.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I saw both then. That's it. Well, they're both really interesting people to be sort of exploring and sort of getting to know. So that's an amazing evening. You're playing in the Disable Noise, and then quite soon after that, you join Ardent, which is a band that Alex has already got going, and they've already supported quite a few bands.
Yeah,
and had headlined as well.
Tapir and No Teeth.
Yeah,
Good amount of gigs.
I mean, I'd like to talk to Alex separately, but that's a really interesting. I mean, how do you describe that band? Because that's going in a slightly different.
Yeah.
You know, you got your Kevin Shields is there somewhere, but there's other things going on.
It's more explosive, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah.
Really, kind of the wall of sound hitting you, crazy guitars, and then the vocals are just nuts. Jack's bass, holy crap! He's an insane bass player.
Yeah.
I was listening to some the other day, and it was just, wow, he's really good.
When you say insane bass player in that context, that's me think. Do you know Moss Icon?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you another time why I thought of that, but I recommend them definitely.
Yeah.
Post-hardcore stuff.
Okay.
All right, so the next sort of big project, I guess, that you've got going on after that is Sage of Syringe, and I know that for all of us who were people like me and Adam Soper and other people saw this advert near the beginning of the year, and it's like nobody puts up an advert like that.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it said, but it's like free jazz noise. Drummer sought for free jazz, whatever it was.
I wish I kept the poster.
Oh right, yeah, cool. I think I have a photograph because I think I probably passed it around, or even just took it because I needed to know that it existed.
Yeah.
There was that green one for like a doom metal band. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. I think Rory joined that.
Oh right, so okay.
On bass. or drums.
Yeah. Okay. So they did find some people because that advert stuck around a lot longer.
Yeah.
So these guys, tell us about these two guys in Sage Over Syringe. Who are they?
Okay, so you have Dylan on guitar and vocals, also the primary songwriter.
Yeah.
He's doing economics in Newcastle. And then you get Rayan, who's doing computational chemistry at Durham.
Oh, all right. So not in Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
And did they already know each other and play together, or?
Yeah, they had already met and played together before I joined, I think. Yeah. I think they tried out with a sax player, and that just didn't work out because couldn't get on the same wavelength, I guess.
Yeah. Did you see Contentment when they played?
No.
Lucas's band. There's a sax player in that. It's on the DOXOLOGY channel. Anybody else check it out. All right. So what you say, Dylan is the main songwriter.
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on with the songwriting in that? How are songs written? Because to me, a lot of it seems very improvised.
Yeah, definitely within like the microstructure, it's improvised. But there are chord shapes and amounts of time.
Okay.
For which we linger on these shapes, and there's lyrics as well.
Yeah, he has lyrics.
That Dylan's written.
Yeah.
Great lyrics.
Yeah, they seem very social realist, sort of grim reality of day-to-day life.
Oh yeah. Phrasing on it's really good as well, like the way it fits within the songs.
Yeah. The other thing that's really kind of refreshing about the time that you first played with Sage of Assyrians, because you're about to play again, and by the time this video goes online, if it ever does, then I think it should. By the time this video goes out, you will have played, and hopefully the video will be online as well.
Yeah.
But
Probably bombed the show. Like
sorry?
Probably bombed the show, didn't go well. Or
Well, you know, that's an interesting thing to say because
everyone leaves.
yeah, well, exactly. I mean, are you headlining tomorrow? I don't know.
Yeah, so everyone probably will have left.
Yeah, well, look, this is a good sign.
Yeah.
The thing that was also refreshing is the fact that he's not tuning his guitar, or is he deliberately untuning it? Or what? I mean, what's going on?
No, his guitar's in a tuning.
He's in a
it's-
specific tuning.
It's a specific tuning.
Right, okay.
Same with the bass. The bass is in a weird tuning as
Right.
well.
Okay. Do you know anything about how that tuning came about? Or?
No,
Right.
I
Okay.
think he was just trying to make a very dissonant sounding tuning.
Yeah. I mean, what are the reference points for you with a band like that? Have you got any sort of bands from the, you know, the literature, from the repertoire that you would even compare them to?
I hadn't really listened to much of that kind of stuff before.
Mm.
I mean, I think I knew about Hella and Lightning Bolt,
Right. Yeah.
but like very recently, just before. And I listened to some stuff before joining the band,
Okay.
just to.
Have you ever listened to Trout Mars Replica by Captain Beefheart?
Oh, I've heard bits of that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Or Lick My Decals Off as well is another good one. It's not exactly like that. There's also Jad Fair,
Chad Fair.
which is I saw Jad Fair before supporting Nick Cave in about 1989, and it's like not a million miles from what you guys are doing, but there is something very distinctive and unique to that band as well.
Mm.
I wear handcuffs when I walk in the bar. Stop me from trying to hold me. I'm always thinking about not thinking about throwing myself in front of an HTV. My legs are always shaking like something to shake. There's an endless void on the screen in front of me. My eyes constantly fall forward. It's all black as the morning. I can't take it. I can't. Ah!
I should have got you some water. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm good.
So the other thing that you played in at Doxology with is Phoenician Hand, which is you and Adam Soper, who is associate lecturer here and isn't teaching you this year, but was teaching you last year, right?
Yeah.
So how did that one come about?
I think he'd seen me play through the group module,
Mhm.
group performance module in the practice room, and maybe some of the stuff I was playing interested him, and he reached out about starting a new project, guitar and drums,
Mm-hmm.
improv,
Yeah.
and I'm open to stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that about you. Your game to try anything new. So you've had 2 sort of album releases, I guess, on his
Yeah.
Fruit of the Vine project.
Yeah, it's just like a song for us is roughly a 20 to 30 minute long
Yeah.
improvisation.
How do you? I mean, I those before the gig, I'd listened to both those. I thought they were really good. They're really, really engaging. And
Thank you.
but I mean, how do you feel about those? Is that a sort of thing
It's
that you're
funny.
excited to be doing or hearing? Even?
Oh, I love doing them,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
not straight after.
Mm.
Straight after, I feel like, oh god, that's crap. I should have done so much better. Or, like,
Interesting.
there are moments where,
Yeah.
but then you listen back to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear there are moments where you're like, oh, how did I do that? I'm never going to be able to do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got to try replicating that, and that's just the nature of improv stuff, I
It
guess.
is. It is, and it's one of the most fascinating things. Even actually with Adam's Fruit of the Vine project, which is like what, 150 albums now. or
Yeah,
something?
that's incredible.
And you know, I was aware of them all going up and listening to them as and when, but when it came to listening to them all back, because it was his PhD project, there was nothing there. I mean, some of them originally he would say, "Oh, it was a bit crap," but I would also think, "Well, it's okay." Well, especially the ones I'd been on, I thought some of them weren't good at all.
Mm.
But when it sort of becomes a body of work like that, it's like there was nothing that wasn't at least good, and somehow it built its own momentum. So once his Phoenician Hand recordings came up, it was just like, yes, it's just great, you know.
Yeah.
You're engineering on those, aren't you? Or is it just his
Joint effort kind of.
joint effort? But I mean, I was quite impressed when we had that session that you actually mic things up quite professionally.
Yeah, I have a keen interest in engineering and producing.
Yeah, it's a good thing to be interested in.
Yeah.
Definitely. So the one thing I was going to ask, really, after all that, because you know we're at the end, towards the end of your second year, and all of these things have been new to you so far. I mean, what's the most exciting thing for you? I don't need to say what your favourite project is, because other people will be watching that. It'd be a bit weird, and it wouldn't even be relevant. But what kind of question am I asking here?
Is it to do with the uni?
Well, okay. I mean, given all the diversity of the stuff you've done, and kind of the level of innovation that's in a lot of those projects, you know, how far do you see yourself going with this in terms of how far do you think you could go in terms of developing into other directions? But also, I guess there's a sort of a boomerang question in my head there, which is there a Felix Standen kind of solo zone where you'd be also developing stuff that is just basically yours, maybe with Ableton, or do you know what I mean? Does it all feed back into something that's just your own thing?
It's a great question. I think as far as developing stuff around me and being a part of things, like for that, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Just enrich me with experience. And I love doing music. It just gives me such contentment.
Yeah.
I love it. There's nothing like it. But there is definitely my own kind of thing,
Hmm.
which I should pay more attention to,
Right.
give more time to. Definitely.
What does that involve? I mean, technologically or sound-wise, or is it a 4-track recorder? Is it a Pro Tools?
Be
Project.
Logic.
It'd be Logic. Okay.
Logic and a
Yeah.
decent 88 key MIDI keyboard.
Okay. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Okay. So we don't need to give any shout-outs for
Yeah, no
donations.
endorsement needed.
And do you? I mean, have you got like things? Do you sort of have that going on in the background, little bits and bobs that are kind of waiting to be developed into things, or?
Just, I'll hear things in my head,
Yeah.
and I want to kick myself because I never do anything about it.
Well, you're busy. I mean, I know that feeling definitely.
Just all the time, like,
Yeah.
or just not having a means of being able to do it.
Mhm.
Technical means, like, I'm not good enough at guitar to be able to write a lot of licks that I have in my head.
Well, if you've got the licks in your head and you can't play them, I guess that is a problem. I never like to hear people say they're not good enough at any instrument. So you're saying, I really like what you're saying that, about music. You said it so simply, and it's just such an obvious thing to say in a way, but it's so easy not to say it, or even to be aware of it. But just making music is great.
Yeah,
And
I think a lot of people do it without realizing that.
yeah,
And
exactly.
just do it in a kind of hollow fashion. Treat it as a means of becoming famous,
Mhm.
or showing off to people, or
I mean,
money.
there's famous and there's busy, which pays the bills in ways that
Yeah.
that satisfy your own spiritual need for meaning or whatever.
Mm.
And I honestly think that that level of openness that you have, ready to try anything and ready to join any kind of situation, I think that is how you get to be busy and paid in a way that actually means something.
I suppose.
I mean, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
It does happen. You just got to keep loving it, and I think that's what you're doing. So
Yeah, that's not stopping anytime soon.
yeah, excellent. All right, well, thanks very much for talking to us, Felix.
Thank you for having me. It's been a
yeah,
pleasure.
and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.